Hello everybody, and Likes Gaming here, and welcome to the Keep Gaming podcast, hashtag Keep Gaming. And today I'm joined by Ryan.
Hello everybody.
Hello Ryan. So if you guys don't know, Ryan's been on the channel, well, he's been on the channel a few times. We play some Destiny.
Come and go. I'm in the background lurking.
He comes and goes. He's an expert in Mugen as well. If you guys don't know Mugen, we'll talk about it a bit later, but at the moment we're talking about Game of the Year. Game of the Year. So Ryan.
Right.
Game of the Year, 2018.
So, the winner for last year's Game of the Year award is God of War, and several nominees. So, Anthony, what do you think of God of War winning Game of the Year?
See, I'm halfway through God of War, and I can't say about the other games, but God of War is a really good game. Now, I've spoken to some people, and they reckon Red Dead should have won it because it's been on different platforms like PlayStation 4, Xbox, and just different platforms. Where God of War's only been one, but it's a great single player campaign. It's a great story, great environment. At the moment, anyway, I haven't completed it, but what I've seen at the moment, it's been really good. But it could be just because it's probably because I'm biased because it's the only game I have played out of this category.
Yeah, I'm a little biased on this too. In my opinion, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 should have won. From many things, from the voice acting to the music to the emotions, all the characters feel. It's not just a father and his boy. It's many other things, and you feel for the character. You start off not knowing who he is or what he's about, and then you get all these mixed emotions about the character, and then you realize he's actually very honorable. And then you feel like, wow, this guy is great, and then you see what happens to him. You're like, oh man, I don't want to see what happens to him anymore. And it hits you on so many different emotional levels that I did find myself going back to play it many times.
That's good. Yeah. No, I'm pausing because I'm just listening to what you're saying because I think not just you, but a lot of people feel the same, with the whole story-driven part of it. And I think a lot of people was actually shocked when God of War actually won this because before different platforms, they've got probably a bigger audience stuff, and they've got multiplayer now, even though it's in beta. As I said, completely agree with you said, and I think a lot of other people would agree of what you would say as well. But I just really like God of War and how it's presented, and how it's not only it's a reboot, but without spoiling too much, because I don't want to spoil it for some other people. It's kind of like a reboot without it not being a reboot for people. Hard to explain. So
interesting, the progression of God of War from the first game to the fourth game, the final one.
I know.
How the gameplay stays the same, then it suddenly changes, but the story continues. And obviously the timeline is much different. It's several 100 years later or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Another one of the nominees that could have possibly won, Spider-Man.
Yes.
That game is phenomenal on every aspect. It's ridiculous. I actually have yet to get it, but I've seen my nephew play it for many hours. It's just so fun watching him swing through the city. It's all fluent and it's amazing.
I tell you what, I'm the same. I saw my brother-in-law play it, and for him to show me the great scale of it and the detail in it as well. I mean, I heard stuff some crazy stuff. You can go to a pedestrian on the street and have your picture taken with someone, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. That might be someone their idea for it, but what I've seen of just the graphical and everything,
that's
amazing.
Nice.
Yeah,
minor details. That's super awesome. I wish it was like Web of Shadows, where you can turn into the symbiote and start beating up people with the symbiote powers. I love beating up random pedestrians for no reason. That's great.
It's always great as well. But I've heard stuff as well when you try and kick someone off of buildings and stuff. You don't actually kick them off buildings. You just web them to the side of the building once you kick them off or something, which is very.
See, that's just that's PG-13. Right? You gotta go full on, just spark and kick him off the building to the next one. He has the power for it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you think of past Spider-Man games, I remember playing the PS1 where he was nothing but on the rooftops, doing stuff. There's some missions that you were somewhere else, but when you just
one,
you're
on the street because there was a green poisonous mist on the street level, you couldn't go down there for whatever reason. I'm sure
that's
millions of people died.
the PS1 one, yeah, it was really interesting. But this Spider-Man reminds me of so much of the GameCube Spider-Man. I don't think it was out for anything else, but it kind of reminds me of that.
Spider-Man 2.
I never played that, but I played Spider-Man 3.
Well, 3 is based off the 2's engine, but 2 is for everything. I think 3 is for everything also.
I do need to play that at some point, but yeah,
never.
It's just they could have added like some other stuff, but I haven't played this, so I'm not quite sure what kind of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in it. Trust me, it has more than you'd ever want.
Because I know they've added the original Spider-Man movie suits, didn't they?
Yeah, they did
into it, which was really awesome. So, and it's good.
What's our next category?
The next category I think we should look at is the best ongoing game.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've played
shitloads of hours in Fortnite.
Definitely. I played Destiny 2, but I've played the original Destiny, so whether or not Destiny 1 is the same as Destiny 2, I really did enjoy it. I only played it a little bit, but what I played of it, I really did enjoy it.
I'm ultra biased. I play Destiny 2 all the time. I'm very biased on this, but I do agree Fortnite should have won the actually it did the ongoing game, because the game is still in beta like 2-3 years later. That's impossible.
Well,
how
the thing is, I'm at a loss between Fortnite and Siege, because Siege, even it's an older game, but they've been pumping new stuff into it. But apparently, what I've heard, that over time it's became more popular. So, but then
I feel Tom Clancy's games died off when he died.
All right.
Like 5 years ago. That's how I feel about his games. Like they were very big and popular, but once he passed away, like all the games just didn't know where to go from there.
Well, I see it as this. When it comes to ongoing, it's not like... See, Fortnite, as you said, it's only been out just over a year, Fortnite. In beta, but over a year. But if you guys don't know what I'm laughing at, literally, my dad just shrunk me, and we're talking about Fortnite, and then my Fortnite ringtone goes off.
Ringtone is the default dance in Fortnite. It's so embarrassing.
Think how I felt when I was at work, couldn't find my phone, and someone started ringing it, and then like I was like, "Where's my phone?" And then everyone in the office heard it. But yeah,
embarrassed. But I agree, Fortnite should have won this, and it did.
Yeah, see, when you say best ongoing game, it's like, see, Fortnite's only been out for a year, but then, as I said, Siege's been out longer, and it's still getting content put into it, and then the player base has grown, but I don't know, I bet it's not as big as Fortnite, so, but, agreed, Fortnite. So.
Does Siege update weekly?
I'm not sure if it updates weekly, and I've known people are going to be screaming at me saying, "You should know this," and I'll be like, "Well, no, I've only played it a few times." So, but then enjoyment, and I love how they do the map evolving each time when an event happens, and to keep it ongoing like that. Yes, I completely agree. But if it's for like ongoing, like how many years, then Siege definitely really good.
Yeah. Destiny's nice, but it's a grind. The updates the reset is weekly, but the updates are kind of not so close and far apart. So it's mostly grind. That's all.
Cool. So agreed Fortnite, or
agreed Fortnite?
Agreed Fortnite. Okay, so the next one, I would say, is the best action game.
Ooh.
So we have Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2, Forsaken, Far Cry 5, Mega Man 11.
How does Mega Man 11 qualify as an action game?
I don't know, but it's there.
I thought that was a platforming game.
Well, so did I.
So weird. Okay. The winner is Dead Cells. And I don't really know what to say, because it's just... Again, I could be biased. I think Destiny or Black Ops could have won, because those are really good action games. But at the same time... Wait, what category is this again? Action game?
Yeah, action game, yeah.
These are action games now?
Apparently so.
I didn't know first-person shooter games became action games. I thought they were still first-person shooter games.
A first-person shooter... Maybe, I don't know. Maybe as the game's getting on a bit, maybe... that the lines are blurry.
Dead Cells should technically be a platforming game.
So is
Side-scrolling platforming game. Genres got messed up years ago, and now we're all confused. And that's why games that are winning things shouldn't be winning things, but they are.
What is Dead Cells exactly? I have not done any research into Dead Cells, so I don't know what that is.
In simple form, it's a 2D hack and slash game. Which hack and slash is an action game, yes.
Oh, okay.
But when you're going against first-person shooting games, I guess you don't have much of a competition. I have nothing to say about this category.
Oh, okay. Well, I played Far Cry 5. I absolutely loved it. I thought the graphics in that were really good. Definitely a lot of action. I played a demo of Black Ops 4. Can't say too much about that. I did enjoy the Battle Royale mode. It actually felt like I had a chance compared to other Battle Royales. But Far Cry 5 was definitely full of action, and again, played a bit of Destiny, and that was really good as well. But until I play a bit more of Destiny, I'm going to have to give it to, well, my own personal opinion is Far Cry 5, because obviously I haven't played Dead Cells. I've only played Call of Duty a little bit, Destiny a little bit, and all the others I haven't played. So, yeah, that would be me anyway, my favourite action game.
You know, going back to what I was saying, Dead Cells is kind of like a Metroidvania type of game, but it's just weird that these games are considered action games, and they're all from completely different genres. So this whole category seems a little off to me. I'm not fully sure what happened here, honestly.
I think I heard the same with other people. There was like I can't think what category it was, but there was one really out of place game in a category, and everyone was like, "What the hell is that doing in there?"
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we come across it again, but for this category, it makes no sense to me. But Dead Cells is actually, it's a 2D hack and slash game, but it technically is an action game, so it deserves to win. It's a Metroidvania game also.
So I don't want people to think like I'm not choosing it because I don't like it or anything. It's just I've not played it. But if it was my personal opinion, the only game that would stick out to me in this category would be Far Cry 5. But yeah... So there's nothing much more to say about that, really, to be honest. As I said, sorry we can't play more games. We're poor, you see, guys. We're poor. Anyway, so best.
Speak for yourself.
So best action adventure.
Next category. Best action adventure now. Now it all makes sense.
Well, we hope, but then we get like something random in there.
So, what are the nominees for this one? Action adventure.
So we got basically the same we had for Game of the Year. So Assassin's Creed, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, but Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, before we go into the winner, I want to say a little bit Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I knew it was out, but I didn't hear like any hype behind it. If that makes it wasn't really hyped up, but then you have like games like Red Dead 2, Spider-Man, God of War, Assassin's Creed. It's been very overshadowed. It
just kind of came out. It was in the background. Like there wasn't as much hype as the first, Tomb Raider game.
It's just kind of like, here it is. And I played Tomb Raider games, in the past, the original PlayStation 1 ones, but not the newest ones, because I don't know why. I just...
You did not?
No, I didn't. I don't know what it is.
You're a disgrace.
It's something...
You're a disgrace.
It's something about them that... when I think of a game to get, I wouldn't... Tomb Raider wouldn't be the first on my mind. It would be literally...
Female Nathan Drake.
Well, the thing is, that's another thing. I even played... Uncharted, but I have got Uncharted 4. I have Uncharted 4, so I got to get around to that. I got to get around to that. So, but for this again, God of War. Who won this?
Action adventure.
Well, actually, to be honest,
it's a very close thing.
To be honest, I tell you what, I don't actually think God of War should have won this. Now, hear me out. People are going to disagree and going to hate me for this probably. But the reason why I say this is because when I play God of War, it's pretty much the same old enemies what I've played of it so far. And what I've heard, I've played over half the game now. It's kind of like the same old enemies over and over again. But I could be looking into this completely wrong. But it's the same old enemies over and over again. Near enough, pretty much. I haven't met any like newish enemies yet, but then again, I've still got half the game, so that's probably why I'm a bit biased if God of War not winning this. And what I've seen of Marvel Spider-Man, when it first came out, it looked amazing. I mean, God of War is amazing, but Spider-Man, the graphics, it looked like I was playing a movie.
To be fair, New York thugs can only look so different.
So
it's a lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, you live in New York.
Exactly. I think though Red Dead should have won this purely because you have a completely huge, massive world map that's open, and you can do anything you want in any way you want. That's the adventure aspect of it, you know. And even after you finish the main story, you still have the whole section of the first Red Dead Redemption to explore, like the whole area you can explore, and it's just two giant, massive maps, and that's on its own an adventure, just going out into the wilderness and exploring, and hoping not to get attacked by a cougar or a bear.
But yeah, I kind of know what you mean. In a way, maybe it'll probably convince me to change to Red Dead 2, because Spider-Man, I heard the campaign is not actually very long, and as you said, once you've you can do side quests for Red Dead, you can explore the map, you can do so much more. With maybe Spider-Man, you're kind of still restricted. It's a big open world map of New York, but maybe it's still restricted where Red Dead is a massive map and you can do other things.
Spider-Man has always been restricted to New York City, like Manhattan in particular. I've never seen him go anywhere else.
That's other Avengers territory.
It's true, but I think once a long time ago in the X-Men cartoons, he was like some other country, and it's weird.
It's just like the Batman movies as well. When he goes to Japan, it's very weird. It's like, what?
Alrighty.
But I think with that one, I was going to say, I think might change my answer to Red Dead as well, because of the sole fact of what you said. It's actually put it into perspective. That, as you said, you could do a lot more stuff. You can, and everything. And where Spider-Man, you could probably do it play through 3 or 4 times. Where Red Dead, you probably do it once or twice.
Not to mention that Arthur Morgan sounds hella awesome compared to Kratos with his dark, depressing tone,
boy,
and yelling "boy" every so often.
Boy, squeeze.
So, what's our next category?
Next category is this. Best role-playing game.
Ooh, what are our options here?
So let me just look. So we've got Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, Octopath Traveler, which I have played the demo. Ni no Kuni 2, Reverent Kingdom. Have I said that right? Yeah. Monster Hunter World, never played, and Dragon Quest 11.
11, yes.
Echoes of an Elusive Age.
And the winner is Monster Hunter World.
It is.
I think that's silly, because Monster Hunter World is an MMO.
I think. Come on,
it's not really an RPG in a sense. I mean, my friend put in thousands of hours in that game. He's max level. I don't know if he has better gear, but he's max level. Personally, I never got into the Monster Hunter games. I just think it's a very, very, very slow burn. The weapons are slow, the characters are slow. Even with the fast characters, it's still pretty slow.
Yeah.
Let me see. Personally, Pillars of Eternity is a good game, but I'm not a dungeon crawler person. I played it for a while. I'm just not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I think Octopath Traveler or Dragon Quest should have won. Dragon Quest is an excellent game. Ni no Kuni is also excellent. But I like Dragon Quest. See,
again, a bit biased because I haven't played all these games, but I have played a Dragon Quest on my 3DS, so I don't know if that counts. So I've played, I don't know, it might not be 3DS, it might have been just normal DS, the Starry Skies. So I kind of know what I kind of know what Dragon Quest is. And I did very much enjoy that. Octopath Traveler, I played a demo. It was really good. Really good. It's old style RPG, but then you got I
really liked it too.
Old RPG, old RPG with the textures and graphics, a really unique art style as well, which I really liked.
My major gripe with Octopath Traveler was there was always a blur around your point of view.
Yeah.
So when you're traversing the mountains, the things in the background and things to the left and right of the screen are kind of blurry. And it's you could tone it down a little bit in the blur, because it just, to me, kind of hurt my eyes. So, great game. I just couldn't play for too long.
See, me, I played 3.5 hours of it, straight on the stream for the demo. Not many people came to the stream for it, but even though there was nobody there, I really enjoyed it. By myself, it was just the gameplay and the way it is just really I don't know, it clicked with me somehow. I got grandeur flashbacks, really, to be honest.
Yeah. I like the giant boss sprites. They were super detailed. I thought it was weird that on the map they're the same size.
Yes.
They're like 5 stories tall.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, this guy's, isn't he cute? And you got to, whoa, hang on, how the hell did you grow? What the?
I love the voice acting. The voice acting was brilliant.
It is, yeah, it is. Considering like it's like supposed to be like a cute little sprite. It's like, welcome, I'm gonna kill you and stuff. It's like, yeah.
And there's cursing in it too. There's so much swearing. I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't expect that.
So I would say, like, considering I would say between Dragon Quest and Octopath, but I said I can't really. I choose Octopath because it's biased, so I might have to choose Dragon Quest, only because I've heard nothing but good things about it. So even though I haven't heard a lot about it, I still heard enough of it to say, yeah, it's really good for that category.
I can't pick, but I'd say everything except Monster Hunter is good.
So, okay.
That's unbiasedly biased.
Okay, best fighting game then. Come on in, Ryan. So we got Blaze
This
Blue.
should be what I'm good at.
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Z Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters Z, I don't know. Soul Calibur 6, is that?
Yep.
Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition.
5 Arcade Edition.
No. No, straight away. No.
So the winner for this was Dragon Ball Fighters. Thank God.
Yes, I agreed with that, because what I've seen with it, it's been really good. Blaze Blue, I didn't even know this was out. I must admit, this is only first... Until I saw this today, I did not know there was a game out, Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue Cross Tag is out, and that has characters from Ruby.
Yes.
Animated series on Machinima. Montiome.
Oh, okay.
Montiome. But I played a demo of Blaze Blue. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
See,
I feel that Arc System Works has simplified their games with just mashing the square button to do a combo into a super.
See,
a lot of fighting games do that, and it's annoying.
I heard everyone loved Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Soul Calibur, I didn't hear too much of that. It's the same with Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. Now, to me, it's just another Street Fighter with just one new mechanic added to it.
I feel the hype around Soul Calibur 6, it died off years ago with the series. It's a good series. It's still a good game to play, but the hype around it kind of faded away.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I still get hype seeing it, and hearing the announcer, just hearing him talk, it's
Soul Calibur 2.
It's so awesome. And then for Street Fighter 5, honestly, after Street Fighter 4, I skipped 5 altogether. I did not play 5. Mostly because... I lied. I did play it a little bit. I don't like the timeline for Street Fighter. It's completely convoluted and messed up. So the timeline is 1, 2, 4, 5, 3. So everything in 3 hasn't happened yet. So characters are coming in and out from, like, I'm not sure where, and new characters. And it's just completely confusing to me. Well, not confusing. I know what the story is.
Yeah. See,
it's just stupid because it's out of order, and you can't really go any proper way with the story because it's so confused.
Yeah.
But the gameplay mechanics, I don't like how it's changed so much from Street Fighter 4. Everyone has their little, I'm not sure what it's called exactly, but it's like that V-ism. I want to call it V-ism. Into like Street Fighter Alpha 3, and that changes the way they play. Like Ryu will have his Thunder Fist, which lets him juggle. You know, Karen can do counters, like ridiculousness. Chun-Li can combo like almost Marvel's Capcom style. It's an interesting thing, but I just think it's bleh.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes you feel better, the last Street Fighter game I played, like up to date one, was Street Fighter versus Tekken, and I really wanted to get into that, but I just couldn't.
Make me feel like that.
But I just couldn't get into it. I mean, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I loved Tekken and Street Fighter crossing over, like a really good idea. But then it's kind of like I didn't play it that much, and I was just like, it's just there. And it's like every time I see like Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, Super Edition, Ultra Edition, it's like it's just the same game with just an extra character in it or something. That's how I see it.
I'm waiting for Hyper Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition.
So, but yeah.
Honestly, what these fighting games do wrong is they add too much that it takes away from the fighting. Soul Calibur is actually really good, and so is Tekken. Why is Tekken 7 not here?
This is true. Tekken 7 is not here. I want Smash in here. I don't care if it came out towards the end of 2018. I wanted it in here. I don't care.
I know why Tekken 7 is not here. I just googled it. It came out 2015, so 3 years later.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. I said I don't keep up with mainly fighting games. The only fighting game I keep up to date is if it's like Xenoverse or Smash Brothers. I don't really.
Well, Xenoverse is also old. It's very old.
Yeah, but didn't it come out for Switch this year? That's why it won it.
It shouldn't count.
It shouldn't count.
The initial release was old, yeah.
Which is fair enough, I suppose. But then
giving a game a second, third chance, pretty much.
But then you look at all the other fighting games, though, and it's like, what would win other than Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Fighter Z?
Soul Calibur.
You reckon? So that would be your second choice if Dragon Ball Fighter Z weren't here. Is it Fighters Z or is it Fighter Z?
It's Fighters.
Fighters. Okay.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters.
So Soul Calibur, I think I would agree on that too. I would put Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, then BlazBlue. I think in order. That would be mine.
Indubitably.
Okay.
Next category.
Best family game. Let's do this. So, best family game: Mario's Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo. That's multiplayer. Family game. Sorry. I was gonna say multiplayer. Overcooked 2. Who won it? Starlink Battle for Atlas, Super Mario Party.
It's surprising Mario Party didn't win this.
To be fair, what I've heard of Mario Party, there's only like 4 maps. And there's not much to.
Really?
I think 4 or 5 maps or something, but you've only got 3 maps unlocked or something. You have to unlock them, but even still, then it's not much to do. And even when I've played it, I've unlocked all the mini games for just playing 3 maps. So,
but that's like 100 games, no?
No, I thought that as well, but it's not. It's not actually that. I might be wrong. But what I've seen, it's not many. It's not many mini games or party games, to be quite honest.
That's unfortunate.
I've
never liked Mario Party.
I think if you do it in terms of if there's 10 in each, so if you do like 2 on 2, 1 on 3, or all against all, then maybe yeah. But I'm not quite sure. I mean, I've played enough of it, but I'm not quite sure if that's the case. That's why there's 100 or something. But to me, it didn't seem like there's 100.
I never cared for Mario Party as a game series. I've always enjoyed the other ones, such as like Wii Party and the Wii Party U game, which I think it's called Wii Party U. And then there was a Pac-Man party game as well. I think it's called Pac-Man Party, and that was super fun. But I never cared for Super Mario Party or Mario Party in general. Starlink, I never cared for to even try it. I'm not surprised it didn't win.
To be honest, it's a quick sell. Let's be honest, it's the next Amiibo. That's what it is.
That's true. That's very true.
That's all it is.
Overcooked. I'm surprised Overcooked won, honestly.
Well, I would either for Mario Party or Mario Tennis Aces at least. But then, if you think about, I don't know how many players the Mario Tennis Aces is. Is it 4-player or is it?
I think 4 at the most. 2 on each side.
See, how long can you play tennis for, or is there other objectives? See, this is something I don't know. Where Overcooked, you got different levels and stuff, which I have seen. You got other levels, different levels and stuff, and you can have up to 4 to 3 to 2 people. Where I think that's got the advantage. Where you can't have tennis with 3 people. I mean, I guess you could, I suppose, but 2 on 1. But would you want to do that?
To be fair.
Yeah. And Labo didn't stand a chance, to be quite honest. Or maybe.
I thought it did. It just seems like a cool little concept to me.
Well, to me, I've got multiplayer in my head for some reason. But if it's a family game, I mean, how can it be a family game? Because surely, if you've got only one Switch, only one person at a time can play it.
The game is to build everything with the cardboard. That's the game.
So yeah, that's the game. But I think Overcooked 2, yeah, deserved it. Looking at it, I can't think of.
I guess Overcooked deserves it.
So yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think Overcooked 2 is probably the best. Okay, so next...
Do 2 more categories?
Yeah, we'll do the best multiplayer game. We're not doing these all, but we just do what we want to select. So Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Winter Fortnite again, Monster Hunter World, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, no. Definitely not straight away.
No.
Did you hear about that? It's because they've run out of stuff to do. Like the very first month it came out, they've run out of stuff for it to do.
That's horrible. There's like no life to that.
And everyone
I've never played it. I've seen it though.
They want PvE, which they're not getting.
That's funny.
So Fortnite.
See, this is kind of a close one here, because I know Black Ops 4 is very intense, but only people I see playing it are people playing zombies.
Yeah. See, I mean, if this was the Game Awards was a bit earlier, I would say Call of Duty Black Ops 4, because as soon as it came out, everyone was enjoying it. Now it's kind of dying off a bit, because I've been told by some people that I don't know. It's, as you said, like all nothing but zombies, and like even my brother-in-law, when he actually bought this game, I told him there's no single player mode, and he said, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, there's no single player mode." He actually exchanged it back in because there's no single player. Now it might be just him, but I mean, having no single player in this game, I mean, does that make all the difference? But then again, this is the multiplayer aspect of it, not the single player.
That's true. That's true, but I think the single player is important to have in any game.
Yeah.
I'm biased. Destiny 2 for sure. Because you know what Black Ops and Fortnite don't have that Destiny does have? It has like a save progress. You know, your character in Fortnite, they always come down from the bus empty. You come down with different looks. You look cool. You have a cool dance, cool little like parachute thing, but you come down empty, except for a giant pickaxe. Which could be cool. Black Ops, you can have your loadout, but at the same time, your characters have the progression, whereas Destiny, your characters have a progression of levels and super. It has the RPG aspect of it I like, and I because it's progressive, I think it should have won the multiplayer award, because it's just fun playing with random people, and when you play over like a party chat, it's just so fun.
To me, Fortnite, I did love Fortnite, but that's the thing. I don't know if it was the updates with Fortnite or whatever it was, but I've ranted this on the stream about Fortnite. There'll be like, we'll do really, really well. There'll be an update, and all of a sudden my skill level will just drop, and I'll have no idea why. I can't get kills. I can't win. It can't be if I win sometimes and then I lose others. And then all of a sudden there'll be another update. I do suddenly really good again, and then I'll be like, oh yes, I can win. Another update, go down again. It's like, what the hell? It could be literally, as you said, it could be just me and I just suck. But then how comes I can win and then not? But then, to be honest, I will get really frustrated with Fortnite more than Destiny. In Destiny, when I did play that brief moment with you in Ultra Fatality, it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I do like Destiny. I really want to get into it, and I wish my PSN didn't run out, or I would play more of it. So I would say Destiny, to be honest.
Woohoo! Destiny!
So what did you say, Ryan, with that?
Destiny.
Destiny as well.
If all else fails in life, the only thing that can help you is Destiny 2.
I mean, I love the guns and stuff and the whole powers and stuff, and I think I had a lot more fun playing that than with Fortnite. I mean, if you've got no friends that don't want to play with you on Fortnite at that time, it can get rather boring by yourself. It really can.
Oh, one important thing is that the people who play Destiny are generally nicer than people who play Call of Duty. So when you're playing Destiny and you're losing, there's not going to be a kid on the other end calling you the N-word.
Yeah. And also, what I thought with Black Ops 2, it was really good. It was. But I haven't played enough of it. I mean, it did feel like, again, I had a chance going back to the ongoing game. But again, when it comes down to it, Destiny 2 was probably my best. The most enjoyment out of any of them. Even though I did play a heck of a lot of Fortnite. It's only because I had to play it. I was losing my battle pass and my money, so I had to play it really. So,
final category.
Indie game, debut indie game. Sorry. So we've got this is where it's going to go completely over my head because I don't play many indie games. So best debut indie game: Donut Country, Florence, Moss, The Messenger, Yoko Islands Express.
I'm extremely biased. I hate all indie games. They're all tough. However, Messenger is actually really fun.
There's Messenger.
I'm not upset with this winner.
I don't know because I've not played any of these indie games, so I'm not quite sure. So, I've heard a lot for Donut County. I heard that's quite good. I've heard that is quite good. But then I've heard also Florence and Moss is good. I actually haven't heard of The Messenger till now. And Yoko Island Express is what I've not heard about.
Oh my god. Yeah, Yoku's Island Express I've never heard of, but Messenger. So this reminds me so much of Ninja Gaiden on the Nintendo. And I really love that game. It's hard as nails. But I really love that game. And this reminds me of it. And then every so often in this game you can switch to like a 16-bit mode. Where the gameplay slightly changes. And I just thought it was super cool. But just really fun to play, and the music is great too. So I agree with The Messenger being the winner.
Yeah. See, I've got no choice but to agree with The Messenger too, because I've heard stuff about Donut County, heard stuff about Florence Moss, but The Messenger and Yoko Islands Express, I just don't know. I haven't heard about these games until just now. So when I looked on the Game Awards website, so all I can suggest is go with your opinion, say The Messenger as well. So. But I wish I could play. I wish sometimes I do play a lot more games. It's just because, you know, obviously that I work full time and you work full time too, so it's kind of very hard to play a lot of other different games. And also to get into as well, because when you see these games and you're like, I don't know if I get into this, because like especially indie games, I'm not a very big indie game person. So, but who knows? Maybe that'll change. I don't know.
I'm just going to throw this plug in there while we're at this topic of indie games. On the PlayStation Store and probably the Xbox market, there's a game called Another World. And it's not an indie game. It's a remake of an old PC game. And I strongly recommend anyone and everyone try that game. It's so awesome. It's so cheap right now. It's a definite must.
Okay, well, I'll look into that as well. But I'll try. You've got so many games to play at the moment as is. So... Maybe if I run out of games, I don't know. Alright, well that's been our picks, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this part of the video with Ryan. I said he can't be here live with us, so I did this pre-recording with him anyway. So
Indeed.
And I hope you enjoyed our picks. So yeah. I thank you, Ryan.
No problem.
And hopefully we get you on, and we hopefully get you on it live as well sometime. If not, this is going to have to be the. If not, this has to be the format for now.
Yeah.
Which I hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
So
we'll make it work.
Cool.
All
right, guys. We'll speak to Ryan later, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. All our social media links are in the description. #KeepGaming.